What up YouTube? Jordan Lance, Redeye Racing, back for another video today. And today we're changing the oil on the Charger Hellcat. So let's go. Alright guys, so yes, we're changing the oil. This time I'm going to do it a little better. Last time we had it all jacked up, didn't have all the right parts, so yeah, we're still putting that 0W40 in. That nice ultra synthetic Pennzoil 0W40. We got our oil filter here. Gotta have the SRT high flow one. It's only a couple bucks more, so make sure you get that. Get your 15 flute. Last time we had some crazy flute one. 15 flute adapter for the oil filter. Fits right in there. Another key ingredient, the Mishimoto magnetic oil drain plug. We're going to replace the stock one. Then it collects any metal on the end of it, which is always good. You don't want any metal running through the engine. That requires a special socket. It is a 15/16. Gotta have that. Other than that though, pretty standard. You just gotta take off the little pans underneath, drain the oil pan, drain the oil cooler. Gotta make sure you do that. Put 7 quarts of 0W40 in there and you're good to go. Reset the oil. So let's get down there, show you how to do it, make it quick this time. Alright guys, made it out to Amber's parents' house where we're going to do our oil this time. And we've warmed the kitty up to operating temperature. They live like 10 minutes away. So we can check the oil life. It is at 17% now. Should I have done the oil a while ago? Yes, probably at like 1,200 to 1,500 miles. Should have done a break-in oil change, but it is what it is. The oil's supposed to last like 8 to 10,000 miles. On a Hellcat, you obviously want to protect your engine as much as possible, so you want to get out any contaminants that are in there more often. So I'm doing it at 4,900 miles, probably pretty late in the process, but it is what it is. We're gonna fix it up and put some fresh oil in there today. So let's see what temperature the oil's at. Ooh, it's up to 215 because it is 96 degrees today. So we're gonna turn the engine off now, let it cool down while we pop the underbody covers off, and then we will get the oil out. So let's do it. All right guys, so we're gonna jack the Charger up, but cool thing about the Charger is it has a little arrow right here to where you should jack up the car. Very subtle, so it's not like you see it, but it's cool because you can actually bend the frame if you do it in the wrong place. So it shows you right where they want you to do it, and put the jack under there and throw it on some jack stands. So first thing is first, we got to remove service cover number 1, and there are 4 bolts. Here's number 1, here's number 2, here's number 3, and here's number 4. And then we're going to remove service cover number 2, which is held in by push pins, and these 7 mils up here. So we're gonna take out all these 7 mils. Alright guys, so we got service cover number 1 off. Let you check it out up in here. Here's the oil pan. Right here. There's the oil filter that we're gonna take off. That black one, we're gonna put the white one in there. And yeah, on to service cover number 2. Alright guys, sweating ass right now, 100 degrees, changing the oil. Probably not the best idea, but we're a little crazy like that around here, so you know, that's what we do. Got both service covers off. Time to get the oil out. We're going to go ahead and pop the oil breather valve that we have on there, not the oil cap, but yeah, if you just have the regular oil cap, just pop the oil cap off, set it on top so you can get some airflow in there and let all the oil out, and then yeah.
Ooh, steamy.
It's a little steamy as it's hot outside, and we just did a little running in it. So I'm just gonna pop that out, give it a little air. There you go, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna get under there, do the oil pan first, and then we will show you how to do the oil cooler. Alright guys, so it's a 13 mil on the oil cap. Okay. Yeah, so you just need one tight turn, and it's gonna spray oil out this way. Okay, here we go, here comes some.
That's quite big.
There we go, see how wide it shoots out? So it'll shoot like that for a while. It is nasty black.
Is it?
So if it's draining like that, definitely want to still let it go. We want it to be drips every 10 seconds. So we're gonna just wait. It probably takes about 10 minutes, honestly, to get where you want it to be. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna take the old filter out. That's gonna spray everywhere. And then we're gonna do the oil cooler. So it's a process to do the Hellcat oil changes, but honestly, it's better to do it yourself. Just so you know it's done the right way, because they could not change the filter. They could not drain the oil cooler. You never know, even at the dealer, what they could do. So if you love your baby, like I do, then definitely recommend doing it yourself. All right guys, so still want to let this drain out a little more. These drips are a little too close together. But what we're gonna do is go ahead and take the oil filter out, and then when we do that, it's gonna spray out, so we want to have a pan underneath of it. So just gonna use our ratchet with our 15 flute attachment. Make sure it's loosening up. There it comes. And we'll just let it crash into there. Oil pan drained almost all the way. We've got our old filter off right here. We are going to, it actually drained out all the way where the oil filter was, much quicker. So we're just gonna clean that up where we took the old oil filter out. Just use a towel and clean that area up a little, and then we will throw the new one in. And you want to make sure that it comes with the O-ring. The old O-ring might be stuck in there. This one looks like it came off, so that's good. But when I changed the red eye, the O-ring was stuck up there, and then I tried to put it back and it didn't fit. So just a little, you know, trial and error every time we get a little better. So yeah, we're gonna just get rid of this old one. We're gonna pre-soak the new filter with a little oil, so you can actually pour it in to the top, and then it will soak in. Pour a little more, it'll soak in until it's pretty full, and then just screw it up there, you're good to go. Okay guys, so the last one we have to drain is the oil cooler right here. Now, it's just a little bolt right there, but it is close to some other lines here. This is part of the oil cooler, so you want to be careful in here, and you want to hold this part with a little wrench. So really I should have a nice big adjustable wrench. I'm not sure if this one is going to actually be able to reach all the way around. Yeah, so I'm going to hold it like this right here while I turn, just to make sure we don't rip anything out of where it's supposed to be, break any lines. But yeah, I believe the connection is a 13 to 15, somewhere in there. So we'll pop it open, some more oil will drain out, then we should cover everything, and then we're going to run a little oil through the engine, clean out anything that's still left in there, and then plug it back up with the new plug, throw the oil in, start her up, let her warm up, reset the oil, good to go.
That's what she said.
Nice. Okay. So a bunch of oil still in here. There we go. And there you have it. We'll let that drain out too. Alright guys, so we're gonna run a little oil through the engine just to wash out anything that's left. Just make sure when we run it through that we see clean oil coming out the end. So there we go.
Looks pretty clean.
Perfect. That's what we want to see. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is put our Mishimoto oil drain cap in. Magnetic, so anything will stick to the end of this, little metal pieces. So the torque specs on this one are actually 15 foot-pounds. So we got our torque wrench to assist us. Oh, fuck.
Is it stripped?
It fucking snapped off in there.
You're joking.
Alright guys, so bad news, but also kind of good news. We're putting our Mishimoto new oil drain plug on, and look what happened. Mother fudger snapped right in half. And we were using our torque wrench, hadn't even got to 15 foot-pounds of pressure yet, which is what they recommend. Snapped right in half. So thank God I was able to get this piece out that was stuck in there. It actually slid right out. Probably good that there was some oil on there. So yeah, we just put the stock one back in, which is fine. So next oil change, we'll get another one. Hopefully Mishimoto hooks it up, since this was a defective one, it looks like. So didn't have that problem with the redeye. But yeah, we got to put the new filter back in. Then it's time to put some oil in. Alright guys, so first things first, let me show you the old oil that's still up there. So we're gonna clean that off really quick. So let's put the new filter in. We're just gonna hand tighten it to start. There we go. Okay. So it's nice and tight. Give it a few more turns. Alright guys, so now it's time to put the oil in. So we're gonna put one full quart in to start, and then look underneath to check if there are any leaks. If we're good to go, we'll throw the rest in. If not, we'll have to jump under there, crank the oil plug one more time, and should be good. But I think we're good. It's pretty tight under there. Alright guys, we're all done. Oil's loaded back up into the car. Only thing we have left to do is put our covers on. And we considered not putting them back on because one of them's a little broken, but got to protect that engine from dirt flying up into the pulleys and stuff like that, so we definitely want to throw those on there. But while we do, we're going to go ahead and start the car and let the oil run through. Just make sure we still don't have any leaks. Check the oil pressure, and then we can go ahead and reset the oil life as well. So yeah, we'll do that in a second. Alright guys, so we actually decided to put the covers on first. We threw the covers on, we took it out the jacks. Here we go. Let's check it out. Alright, so the oil temp is 123. Oil life, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, okay, so to reset oil life, engine must be off with ignition and run. So we'll do that after. Just want to make sure oil pressure is good, and it is good. 69. So it looks like we're good to go, guys. We'll reset the oil life after that, but yeah, just put it in run, hold okay on that screen, and you should be good to go. But yeah, that is how you change the engine on your SRT. Make sure you get that oil cooler. Make sure you get that SRT oil filter, and yeah, you should be good to go. So that's all I got for you today. Jordan Lance, Emma Ferguson, Red Eye Racing. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.